What's going on, everybody? My name is Hydros, and welcome back to some more My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. And today is a very exciting day for my account because today I'm going to be obtaining the hardest free-to-play unit to obtain in the game currently, and that is the yellow UR Symbol of Peace All Might. And he is only obtainable through the VE Tower shop using VE medals. And the reason he is the hardest because not only is the VE Tower very difficult because you need to grind up at least 3 different teams in order to take on the 3 different bosses, but as well as it takes 8,000 VE medals. If we go to the shop here really quickly, it takes 8,000 VE medals and I have 7,910. We're going to be doing my final VE Tower run with you guys here on camera to obtain this yellow free-to-play All Might. And we're going to go over his details in a little bit. After we do obtain him, I'll go over the details. But again, he is very hard to obtain because even if you're doing like the lowest difficulty, I can only get up to level difficulty A right now, just because I need to grind out a lot more units because I want to showcase a bunch of different units. So I'm putting resources in a lot of different places. But if I was focusing solely on 3 different teams specifically, I probably could get S tier level difficulty done probably as well. But I can only do up to level difficulty A currently. But if you're doing difficulty B only, if you're doing that 3 times per day, you're getting roughly, I think, is it 120 coins? It's 40, 50, 60. So yeah, roughly about, no, it's 150 coins. So you're getting about 150 medals after the entire difficulty of level B. So that's going to be about 18 days if you're only doing 3 runs per day. If you're doing about 6 runs per day, which you can tell that I have the 6 runs per day already unlocked for me by buying the pack. But if you get the 6 runs per day, it can take about 9-ish days to do it. So that's it. That's with beating the B difficulty stage every time. You have to beat all 3 bosses. If you miss a boss, you're probably going to take a little bit longer because you have to do that 1 extra day, right? Because you're going to miss some of the medals. But roughly about 9 days for 6 tries. You have 3 tries, roughly about 18 days. So it is quite the grind. It is a long grind. Obviously, as you go up in difficulty, the more medals you're going to be able to obtain quicker. So the less days it's going to take, right? So me doing level difficulty A, that decreased my amount of time significantly. I also didn't take on the VE Tower right away when the game released. You know, a lot of whales will probably take on VE Tower and stuff like that right away after, they're grinding out their accounts, spending all these gems and all their money and all this kind of stuff, right? So they're able to take it on a lot quicker and do it a lot easier. But I don't have the luxury currently to be able to, whale out a lot in this game right now. But we're going to do my final VE Tower run. We're going to beat it. I'm going to showcase some of the teams that I currently use to actually beat VE Tower. So the first one being Dobby. This is the team that I currently run to actually beat Dobby. Again, take it as what you will. Todoroki green, Hawks green. I actually don't have Hawks. I'm still on my despair arc to actually get Hawks. But Hawks is also a very good unit, not only for this stage, but also the final stage, because both the first stage and the final stage are also blue type units. So green type units are going to be very well done for those 2 stages. So let's go ahead and just continue. Do my final VE Tower run, man. I am super excited. Let me take off auto as well. I do not want to be on auto. So again, my green UR Ochako, she's just kind of here. I don't really have much of use for her currently. I'm just going to do these right here. Boom. We want that skill chain, obviously, because the skill chain is going to increase our plus ultra gauge. We want to get that plus ultra as quick as possible. And I know I have Todorokis, but I don't want to do Todorokis quite yet. I want to go ahead and try and get that freeze. That way Deku does a little bit more damage on the freeze. And we don't get the freeze, unfortunately. I missed my tap, but well, we should have at least, I think, Deku's plus ultra as well. Yes, we are going to have his plus ultra, so Deku is going to go first. This is the new Air Force Deku, so he is pretty good. Even without a mono blue team, this Deku is fairly good for this team regardless. So again, we're just going to be hitting him a little bit more. There, he's going to be hitting us a little bit more. I don't have a healer for this team specifically. I should have a healer, but I don't at the moment. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's do that. And that's not going to get me nearly enough. That's going to, that is going to hurt my tries really quickly. Woo, baby. All right, so let's just do that. I don't have this much difficulty with this team usually. It's just the odds are just not in my favor at this current time. There we go. Yes. Okay, so he's almost done. I'm just going to do this chain, and that should beat him out. I'm not really worried about points too much currently in this game, or in this run specifically, because there's not a VE Tower like season active. The point season isn't currently active, so I'm not really worried about getting the high amount of points, right? So as you can see, I got a pretty fair amount of points, 1200, not too bad. My highest score on the A difficulty currently is 4500 points. That's my highest that I've gotten so far. Again, I have yet to try S rank, and S rank is not going to be fun. So the middle one boss right here, again, I think that they will eventually rotate different bosses into the VE tower. So I wouldn't expect this boss to be here forever. So the Dobby, this machine boss, and then Endeavor, who's also a blue unit. Again, your teams are probably going to end up changing because of the boss rotations, I would assume that they're going to do. So again, we'll have to see as we go along what kind of different bosses they're going to implement into VE tower. But this fight here, having Momo and Boku go, this just breezes through this fight, right? This just is just gonna blam, blam, blam through this fight. Because he's red, mono blue. Yeah, it is mono blue actually, because I have Dobby too. But having the burn from Dobby increase Bakugo is just gonna also do fairly decently as well. Plus Bakugo's defense drop on the enemy as well. I missed that tap on my my chain skills there, so I didn't get my plus ultra right away. As you can see, I'm not getting it too quickly. So I will have Dobby's plus ultra, and I'll go ahead and do Bakugo's AP shot. Okay, it's okay if you focus on Momo. Boom, got the AP shot off, getting that extra little burn off. We should have Bakugo's plus ultra by the right. No, we don't have his plus ultra. Okay, well, whichever. We'll just do that. I think Momo will, yeah, Momo will be enough. So cool. Momo's enough. Either way, if I had done the taps properly like I should have been, I definitely would have had Bakugo's plus ultra a lot quicker. So right there. I already have the necessary amount of VE medals. We're just gonna figure out. We're just gonna finish out the VE tower. I'm not gonna quit. We're just gonna finish it up with the Endeavor run. Now this team, my Endeavor team is not built up a lot. So forgive me on that because I don't have quite the amount of investment into most of these units yet. Since I just got Shigaraki quite recently. He's been very useful, at least for this team, because we are facing a pro hero. Ochako I found to be better versus Endeavor. You can use Ochako versus Dobby, but I found Ochako versus Endeavor is a lot better because Endeavor is a bit of a harder boss. You're going to probably have a little bit harder of a time. So Ochako's counterattacks are going to do very well against Endeavor, being able to help you out with that. So as long as Endeavor would, helpfully, target her, that'd be fantastic, right? Endeavor, can you hit her, please? That'd be fantastic. That way I can knock off the counter. Oh, we got the fear too. Okay. Did inflict fear, which is very good. We're gonna go ahead and do that. He did not finish my Shigaraki. That is fine. All right, there goes my all for one. That's perfectly fine. I just want to get off the Shigaraki and then also get my taunt here. Oh, he's gonna beat my Shigaraki. All right, cool. We are going to get that shield up. Ochako's going to get off for plus ultra. I don't think we'll have too much issue. Again, also with counter. And we're going to do this right here. Again, this team is not fleshed out at all. So I'm going to have a little bit more difficulty beating Endeavor sometimes. Again, it's also based on the luck I get as well. Because you can get extremely lucky or extremely not so lucky. With the amount of crits that you get, the damage you're dealing and stuff like that. It just kind of sucks if it's not in your favor. So there we go, getting that counter attack. Can we get more counters real quick? Can you please no, don't hit All Might. All right, can I please hit Ochako? He's not gonna. Oh, he did finish All Might. Okay, Ochako might be able to hold out. I doubt it. Oh no. All right, again, this team is a very hit or miss with that one. I don't have a lot of investment with that, but either way, that's fine. I don't really care if we won or lost on that one. Because now I have 8,000 VE medals to get All Might, and we are going to just buy him right now. Boom, obtained. I'm going to screenshot that for my own enjoyment there, but he was sold out. We got the All Might. Let's go check our, there he is, right there. You are All Might. Now let's go ahead and swap on over to the wiki, just so we can see what he does. Link to the wiki will be down in the description down below if you want to check it out. Let me just kind of zoom in a little bit for you guys. There we go. So the symbol of peace, you are yellow All Might. Man, I'll also put up these stats when I'm able to, but so these are his abilities. Detroit Smash, 650% damage to a single enemy. Apply high field to all allies for 3 turns. Now, if you don't know what high field is, let's just go ahead and check what that is real quick. High field is plus ultra gauge, fills up 50% faster. So that is what All Might is going to be able to do. He's going to help out your team in order to fill out your plus ultra gauge a lot faster. That way you can actually deal that extra damage out really, really quickly for your team, right? So that's going to be useful. And then his Texas Smash, his first action skill, 350% damage to a single enemy, inflict additional 40% damage if the enemy is a villain character. So the more characters we get, so if VE Tower or let's say story or different, you know, events that we're going to have, you know, come the future, the more villain bosses that we're going to have, All Might is going to do very, very well against. And I mean, even if you're not fully done with the story yet, if you want to face Overhaul, he will come in handy against that Overhaul as well. So that's going to be good. And then his second action skill, number 1 hero, increase own plus ultra gauge by 80% cooldown of 7 turns. The first action skill being a cooldown of 4 turns. So he's going to be able to increase his own plus ultra gauge by 80%, literally right on turn 1 if you wanted to. That way you get that extra boost right there. That way you can do your Detroit Smash plus ultra attack. And then that's going to help get your allies an extra high field for that plus ultra gauge increase. So that's going to help out a lot. And now his first auto skill is when HP is 50% or more, increase power by 30%. And then he decreases his power and speed by 3% every turn, up to 30%. So that's up to 10 turns. After 10 turns, he's going to have a 30% decrease on power and speed. Usually, I would say usually you should be able to hopefully beat bosses before 10 turns come up, unless it's like USJ or something. Then maybe that can be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, he's going to get that power increase by 30%. He basically loses that power increase after 10 turns, basically. And then he's just going to have a very negative speed decrease after that as well. So he's going to get that buff of power right off the bat. And then as you go on, he's going to definitely lose that power as you go. And then his second action auto skill, which these two are like passives, by the way. His second auto skill is when HP is 50% or less, apply grit once, increase power by 40%. So he's going to get a power increase once his HP is 50% or less. So let's say you are at 50% or more, you're getting that 30% power increase, then you start losing your power, and then you also lose HP. So once you drop below 50%, you're then going to increase your power by 40% after that, and then apply grit, which grit, if we go take a look really quickly, grit right here, grit, HP will never go below 1. So he basically has if you know Pokemon, you know what Focus Sash does. Focus Sash allows you to live on 1 HP if you get hit. So if HP is 50% or less, he applies grit, basically living on 1 HP one time. That way he gets an extra chance to deal out some damage, and that's that. And then here his arts and his plus ultra skill. If you want to check out the plus ultra attack animations on my channel here, we'll just kind of play it up real quick. It looks really cool nonetheless. It's that Detroit Smash. It's actually the USJ All Might Detroit Smash from the Nomu fight, which is a really cool animation still. I love this animation, man. Ooh, baby. There we go. Either way, that's a really cool animation. Again, this is what the All Might does. He's a very, very good unit to have on your team if you're able to actually get this All Might. And there also is like the Nana memory and stuff like that as well. I think that Nana memory is, I think, made for All Might, but we'll go over that memory once I'm able to obtain it as well. Again, that is also probably one of the hardest memories to obtain in the game. One of the free-to-play memories to obtain in the game, because it is also 5,000 VE Tower medals as well. So that's going to be very difficult to get by itself also. So, but this All Might is very, very good. I cannot wait to use him and try him out. I'm going to do my best to get a showcase up for you guys currently on the channel within the near future. So hopefully you can look forward to a showcase on this All Might. Again, super, super awesome to have him. Let's actually put him on the home screen. I want to see what he looks like real quick. Let's just do this, and then we'll take off Kogo real quick. Put All Might here, boom. And let's just scroll to where All Might is, if I can hit the button. One more. There he is, baby. The All Might animated art looks so good. I can't wait to see his other art once we are able actually to awaken it and stuff like that. I want to actually see if we can awaken it here and stuff like that soon. I definitely want to awaken it. So again, we'll be doing a showcase on this guy in the near future. Let me know if you guys are even close to getting this All Might in VE Tower. Again, the way you would have to do it in VE Tower is you would have to focus on 3 specific teams to grind out in order to, you know, get those stages done real quick. But if you're not focusing on specific teams for that, then you're probably going to have a little bit a more difficult time to actually get this All Might. But let me know how close you are to obtaining this All Might. And also let me know your thoughts and opinions on how the All Might is, at least on his kit from the wiki. Again, you can check out the wiki in the description down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Click that bell, turn on all notifications if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.